Hey, how's it going, YouTube? We've got our announcement for the RLCS Major 2 location, and we are going to North Carolina. We got an East Coast LAN, which is actually pretty exciting. I'm pretty sure this is only like 2 hours away from Epic HQ. If you guys did not see the announcement, it happened very early on the broadcast this past weekend, and we are going to Raleigh, North Carolina. I've heard it's a very nice area. I can't say I've been to the East Coast all that much myself, outside of like Boston. But the Lenovo Center, if you guys are not familiar, is actually a pretty iconic venue. There's been a lot of esports events held there. Some of them are nice because it is Epic's own backyard. It's about 2 hours away from HQ, and it's during the summer. And I hear East Coast in the summer looks fantastic. Jorby's probably going to be a better insight on what this is like, as I'm pretty sure he's from the area. With that in mind, they did put out a blog post kind of talk about the details. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot going on. The big thing to take away, 28th, 29th is when the doors are open, but the event will run the 26th to the 29th. So 26, 27, 28, 29, 4 days as always. The first 2 days, maybe someone will do a watch party. Maybe someone will coordinate something in person. But the big days to pay attention to are that Saturday and Sunday if you do end up attending. They talk about how there is a bunch of different things going. There's a bunch of things that are happening in regards to the event, as well as tickets and all that kind of stuff. I will leave a link to this post in the description down below if you guys are trying to figure things out. They do say, hey, pre-sale tickets are good. You do need code PIANO in order to access the pre-sale tickets. They talk about general sales and how things starting, which is already beginning. General admission will begin when this video literally comes out. So I think everybody's good to go. But as for VIP standard tickets, all that kind of stuff, there's merch bundles and everything. Things are about the same. The nice thing about this post is they do tell you general costs as well. Standard cost is roughly about $30 a day, ranging up to more depending on where you're trying to go. And if you do want a merch bag with a tote, a hat, a pin, all that kind of stuff, those types of things are an add-on that they do have as well. With that in mind, every venue is a little bit different about what they do and don't allow. If you guys want to find more details about what is the Lenovo Center, my recommendation, go to their website, see what security restrictions, all that kind of stuff come into play. We've been kind of looking at different events for the Lenovo Center, and they have held actually multiple esports events here. They do have, I think it's this video. We do have a video for it. So it was called the PNC Arena. It might still be that before Lenovo Center kind of took over. They have had Halo, Rainbow Six Siege, FNCS, ALGS, which is Apex. I think this is Counter-Strike, and maybe Yu-Gi-Oh has been there. Maybe not on the big stage, but in like a side arena. But we do have a video that kind of showcases these that I can show off as I talk over these. And the venue itself seems pretty nice. Very much so like a stadium and arena, which I'm a big fan of. I personally don't like the stage. I like where they have a raised platform where people are fighting. The other nice thing is the city and the area itself of Raleigh is, from what I have heard, very nice. There's a lot of things to do in the area. And my biggest recommendation for anytime you go and visit and do something like a LAN, I highly recommend go and explore, see the city, see the sights and the sounds. Treat it like a vacation. While RLCS is great, it's 2 days out of the week. It is a lot to go and justify spending this kind of money on an event. Well, yes, the experience of being in person and stuff is dope. Get some people together, get some buddies together if you can, or be willing to make some friends and actually come and enjoy it for what it is. So there is a lot of really cool stuff that they can do at this venue. From what I've heard, it is kind of state of the art. It is partnered with, obviously, Lenovo, so there is some tech involved behind it. But from what I've seen, it's pretty heavily celebrated. I think a lot of people like this area. It holds a lot of people. I think capacity is pretty common, anywhere from that like 10 to 13,000 range at full capacity. We will be hopeful to get anywhere from like the 6 to 8 area. But this also does, in my opinion, hey, shout out to Golden Boy, does provide a little bit of insight about this venue in general. If you guys do not know, usually what they like to do, also shout out to Kelly, they try to do a balance, 20,000 capacity in basketball mode. Jesus, that's a lot of people. They try to balance the different regions for where things are going. So because we had North America last year for the World Championship, it is very likely that the World Championship this year will be in Europe. My assumption is they are trying to go to France. If I had to guess, I think that is their goal. I think they want the World Championship in France. But we are going, obviously, Birmingham in England. We are then going East Coast, and then I expect us to go back. The only way it is not, in my opinion, in like France, is if they go super far west coast, which I would be very, very surprised on if they ended up doing so, based upon the World Championship previously being in North America. They usually try to alternate. My dream is they do something like Canada or South America or something that isn't an ARU, but that's not up to me. Either way, that is what we've got for the announcement. It's going to be in Raleigh. We do have information. We have dates. We have specifics. Check them out in the description down below or stop by the website and stuff. Makes it really, really easy. But yeah, we are going to first, as a reminder, Birmingham. We now have Major 2 is now no longer Major 2. It is going to be known as the Raleigh Major. And that is what the qualifiers are, or the open events are called with that as well. So any additional questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. Pretty straightforward today. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.